Hi guys, welcome back to The Binding of Isaac Repentance. It's been a while, as usual, since I played this game. I haven't even been playing it on Switch at all for the last few weeks. So we'll see if that makes a difference in how good I used to be. I think I said I was going to do a challenge. I'm not sure which one though. I guess we might as well just start with the first one. So challenge number 1, pitch black. Limonka chose a good time to start eating if you hear any crunching noises. Yeah, it's been a while since I played this. The tick. I'll just take it. Maybe a controversial decision. Because it's, I mean, you can't drop this trinket. The only way to remove it is by picking up the matchstick, or by absorbing it with some item, or with the gulp pill. First I do quite a good dodge and then I get hit very stupidly. Nice to see there are item rooms in this challenge. I would like a bomb. But yeah, I don't know why I haven't played this in such a long time. Because I do go in and out of like phases where I hardly play anything else for weeks. And then suddenly I just stop. Wait. Let's try and be a bit clever, because I will have to go over the spikes here. But then I can heal, and I'm not wasting any blue hearts. I don't remember the premise of this challenge, but I assume it's just Curse of Darkness on every floor. And apparently also Curse of the Unknown. why I stopped playing it is because only the most difficult stuff is left to do on my Switch save, I mean. Because from what I remember, it was just one of the challenges, no, hot potato challenge, and I forget what it's called, Isaac's Awakening. Which I cannot seem to complete. And then the regular completion marks with what I feel are the most difficult characters, like the Keeper and the Lost. Like the Mother and Beast completion marks. And a lot of the tainted characters stuff. Bomb would be nice, or two. Okay. It's not really what I meant. Well, that's also not what I meant. Could use the judgment and hope for a bomb that way. Could do the curse room, I guess. Okay, that's one. Okay. Good call. Not gonna blow up the blue fire. And yeah, this chest. Scapular, yeah. Is there a shop? No. Are there shops at all? Apparently not. special rocks. I have also been focusing on other games, Hogwarts Legacy, obviously. I'm still trying to complete Red Dead Redemption. I'm pretty close to the ending of the story, but I'm also still trying to work or trying to complete the compendium. Because I would still like to discover all the animals and get them all to 100%, which should be doable. I don't think I missed any, and I don't think there are any missable animals at this point in the game after you get back from Guarma. And I have been making some progress with that. I want to say 15 to 20 animals left. A large number of which are only available or only appear in New Austin, for which I have to complete the story first anyway, but I guess I'm just trying to stretch my time with Arthur as much as I can. Even though some of his late game, how to say this? Towards the end of the game, he becomes a bit more difficult to play as because he's sick. So his cores seem to deplete more quickly and stuff. Which I suppose is good for immersion's sake, you're actually sick and it's more difficult to stay healthy. But yeah. But I'm also looking forward to playing as John again. And I realized, the last few weeks has been all about Hogwarts Legacy and Jedi. And I know I said I was going to get all of that done first, all the Jedi reading videos. And more of the Hogwarts Legacy free roam stuff, while it's still a relatively fresh game. But since I have the whole day to myself, because hang on. first I want to turn down my headphones because it's a bit loud and hard to talk. And now I completely forget what I was saying. Oh yeah, it's been all about Hogwarts and Jedi, and I wanted to focus a bit on those two games. Just get those reading videos up. And Hogwarts is still like the new game, to me at least. But I had a feeling that I shouldn't neglect the what do you call it? The main routine kind of games like Isaac and Stardew and Session. Mostly because I'm aware, or I'm not aware. I assume that to some of you, those games are the favorites, and if I don't do those for several weeks, then maybe that's like a negative development, to put it somewhat formally. And today, like I said, I have the whole day to myself because Anna is at a wedding shoot. And I hope she's doing well because last Saturday, I forget the date, and this video won't be up on a Saturday, so I don't know how to explain the timeline as such, but last Saturday from the day this is recorded, she had a 12-hour wedding shoot, like an all-day wedding. And today, Saturday, the week after, she has another wedding, this time 15 hours. And by last night she hadn't fully bounced back from the previous one from last weekend. And she was having some back pain last night, so yeah. Hopefully that won't get too bad in the course of the day. For tomorrow or Sunday, she scheduled a massage therapist who comes to people's houses. Just to hopefully recover a bit faster. Because 15 hours on your feet is a very long time. Not continually, of course, like she will be able to rest for a bit and sit down and eat something, but it's still a pretty intense day. So I thought I'd take today as a day of of mostly recording, hopefully. So I can catch up a bit on Session and Stardew and Isaac. Speaking of Session, I don't know if I just didn't know or if I never really bothered to try it, but there are daily and weekly challenges of a certain amount of a specific trick you have to do or whatever. So I thought that might be fun to do during the videos, especially if I'm like struggling to keep things interesting, which can happen. Where are you? Oh. Ow. Ow. I guess this will be a fairly short video because it's only to Mom that we have to get. Toxic shock is okay. I would prefer some kind of damage up, but I guess not. Usually I wait for Are You a Wizard to wear off, because I'm really bad at the diagonal shooting. But for the sake of the video, I won't. Oh, and now it has worn off. Was that it for the floor? Not really paying much attention to secret rooms for some reason. Maybe because they're not, or they haven't been very obvious. No, maybe it's here. Yep. But nothing I really want. I think I'm close enough to full health to not feel like using the rainbow poop. It's not something you say every day. Oh. And I haven't been using my item at all. Almost. Yep. That's a damage up. Thank you. briefly mention the cats. Rokolja is settling in even better. She's like less scared to walk over us on the couch, and most evenings she does hang with us on the couch, like on the backrest. Between her and Limonka, things aren't that great yet. But we're not really sure, what the situation is. Because, sometimes, most times actually, Limonka is, or seems pretty afraid of Rucola. And if there's any hissing, most times it's Rucola hissing to Limonka. But the past few days, it seems that, especially in the evenings, Rucola is like trying to be playful towards Limonka, like by jumping at her and chasing her briefly, and seemingly not aggressively. But it doesn't seem that Limonka is, acknowledging the playfulness, and she just runs away scared. I don't know if that's some kind of power play by Rucola. It might be, but to us it just looks like playing. Slight misplacement. Oh. Empress. I'd like to know how much health I have. Because if we do the math real quick, I had, or assuming this is Isaac, which it should be, you start with 3 hearts. I spent 1 on that first devil room accidentally. So now I have 2. I don't have any blue or black hearts. And I don't think I'm at full health right now. Or am I? No, I am. So I should have 2 red hearts full. Which is a bit less than I'm comfortable with. Sounds like spring is in the air because there have been birds chirping outside this whole time. Which hopefully isn't too distracting or, disrupting. storage room, which I'm actually not sure if I want to do with my current health. But just to have a look, yeah, for a normal chest, I don't think it's worth it. Curse room, I'm going to skip. I'll give the super secret room a chance here. No. Then, I don't know. Okay, that's a bit more health. I'm tempted to take power is money, or money is power. I should have left the blue heart and the key item. I forget the name. I guess I'll give this a go. Okay. Usually, like 9 times out of 10, I don't manage to pick up items like that without taking damage from the spikes. This should be the last floor then. So yeah, the final topic I can think of is my driving lessons. Although they're not really lessons, just practice. To start from the very beginning without being too long-winded. I started, well, I don't even know what I want to say. I am currently 32 years of age, and I only started learning how to drive the second time in September last year. Because in my 20s, I did get my learner's permit the first time. And I drove around with my mom as my instructor for a few months, I suppose. Back in 2010. But because of reasons that got kind of, stopped in its tracks. And ever since then, I just had no interest in learning how to drive, or if I did have interest, I had some kind of driving fear. Not because of those sessions with my mom. Like, from what I remember at that time, I felt pretty comfortable behind the wheel. Maybe even more than I do now. But yeah, I just never felt like wanting to pick it up again. And when I met Anna, she has had her driver's license since she was 18 or 19. And from the beginning, we agreed that if I ever felt like wanting to learn how to drive, then great, but it won't be a problem if I never do, like if she would be the only driver in the household. But, as time progressed, it became a bit more apparent that it would be at times very helpful if I did know how to drive. So very gradually I started warming up to the idea. And in August, I realized I'm going way too far back with this anecdote. Like in August last year, I got my learner's permit, and I think in September we started practicing very gradually. And by now, the sort of rule, like it's not chiseled in stone by any means, but usually if we're going out to do shopping or whatever, that's not too far and that doesn't involve any highways, then I should drive, which has been going better each time, most times. The furthest away that I've driven is like 10 kilometers or so, which really isn't much, but to me it was a pretty big deal the first time. There have been a few incidents, like one. There is this big intersection with lights close to our house that that's most times it's pretty unavoidable to have to go there. And I think the second time we had to go there on our way to the Polish grocery store. There was one car in front. I'm sorry, I'm not really playing anymore, just because this is the last boss and then the run will be over, so I'm just stalling a bit. Apologies if this is not interesting at all. But the second time I had to cross that intersection, there was one car in front. We're standing still at red light. Light turns green, the car in front takes off, and for some reason I can't take off. Like I just keep juddering, or whatever it's called, for too much clutch or not enough gas or whatever combination of the two, and I stall. So that's one. Probably doesn't sound very dramatic, but in the heat of the moment, it's kind of, I think my worst fear or thing that I'm aware of nuisance to other drivers, which I guess is not the best mindset, because I should be focused on my own safety and Anna's safety especially. But she's a good instructor. She knows how to calm me down if I get a bit too tense, or she knows when things are going too fast, or if I'm not comfortable enough yet with certain things. And the second time was at Albert Heijn. They have this crossbar to get into the parking lot, and I stopped too far away from the ticket machine on the way in, so I couldn't reach the ticket, which is pretty stupid. And I kind of panicked, and I didn't know what to do because I couldn't reach the ticket, and that's all I can say. It's just a really dumb but stressful situation, and all I should have done is put the car in neutral, put on the handbrake, and get out to get the ticket, or so I could lean out the window more without touching the pedals. But I just got a bit flustered, and I didn't do what Anna told me to do, and the car jumped forward, and I just felt like an idiot because there were cars behind us. And just a bit embarrassing. And then, just a lesson learned, I guess, on what to do in those situations. But in general, things are going pretty well. On most roads in our neighborhood, I don't mind driving, and I know what to do, and it's probably not as interesting to you as it is to me. And I'm not a great storyteller, so let's just finish this run, which shouldn't be very difficult at all. Because all we have to do is beat Mom, and that's the end. Close. Yep, there we are. And that's the end. Hakla's rune unlocked. Okay, and that's going to be it for the video. I'm sorry about that little anecdote that, I wasn't really playing anymore, just rambling. But that's going to be it for now. Pretty easy challenge, which I suppose is good. As always, thank you very much for watching and for listening.